Today's topic thought it'd be pretty interesting for us to examine an actual webcam model's perspective on what it's like to try and date and meet people and things like that.
The wait is over. We're gonna be talking about something important today, okay? Real. So today we're gonna be talking about something
Oof.
important.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Before she talks us
Mhm.
comments about I wanted to point out her appearance before we even get into what she says.
What exactly is you wanted to bring up?
It looks like she's had some enhancements. and I don't just mean the obvious ones, but it looks like she's got some stuff done to her face, the
Mm-hmm.
lips. She's tatted up. She's got the piercings all over. She's weaving it up. I mean, this is I would say this is like typical of what we would see of individuals who work in this kind of realm. You know? Or would you say it's atypical?
And I'm not even. I don't know. It's a hard, hard question to answer. I guess it
Yeah.
would be. Guess it would. It depends on the situation. Yes, it's kind of common,
Here, I'll
but I
bring it
wouldn't
back
say
up.
it's. I wouldn't say it's like very typical or atypical. It's common nonetheless. It goes down to personal preference, honestly, because like there's people who like the I would guess say artisticness
That's
of like
artistic?
having having the tattoos all over, and some people like that stuff. And
I
some
don't like all this shit in the face, man. That's just too
yeah,
much for
that's
me.
like have you seen like people
And the
like
lips.
yeah, that's another thing. But
she
have
should
you
go.
seen have you seen like those people who
Yeah.
would like literally like fill their face with metal and all that shit, and like
Yeah,
no,
absolutely. It's just
that's not
it's too much. I can't go out in public with you. You know what I mean? Without
keep it
without
at home.
like I guess that's I guess it's kind of like an invisible standard, right? Like if I can go out in public with you without worrying,
You're socially accepted then. But if
yeah,
you
so
can't,
yeah.
then that's something wrong with you. If you
Hmm?
saw them out in the street like that, what would you think they would? What do you think their profession would be?
Stripper.
There you go.
Dating this one guy, and we were in a serious relationship. And I'm talking about it was to the fact where his dad knocked on a door at like 7, 8 o'clock at night, like, hey,
His dad.
I need to talk to you out here. So I saw
What
you
the
and your
hell?
little chick fucking on X videos last night.
There it
What's
is.
going on with that?
How awkward is that?
That's
How awkward
awkward.
is that?
That is mad awkward. Just first off, guaranteed he watched it before he came to her about it.
He probably watched the whole thing. Like, wait a minute, is that my
That looks
boy?
familiar.
Embarrassing. Just like imagine that,
That's
right?
embarrassing.
His uncle, we were at like this
His uncle know.
motorcycle,
Hmm.
whatever the fuck was going on. And his uncle was every bit of 50 something. And he walked up to the car. He was like, because I was sitting in the passenger seat. He was like, do you know that I watch both of y'all? Do you know y'all is like
Oh,
celebrities? I'm talking about his uncle is every bit of
oh,
50
that's
something years old. Okay, his
Like
blood.
that's
what?
nasty.
And
Bro.
not just like he hadn't seen one; he's seen all of it.
Oh my god, he talking about they celebrities. Oh, I mean, if you watch it and you realize that's your nephew, that's your relative, you should probably just like turn it off at that point because that's kind of gross.
Yeah,
I mean, he probably wanted to watch it for her, but I
bruh.
still, it's just kind of, I don't know. What do you think? What if you had a relative that was doing that and then you just
I
came
wouldn't.
across it?
Fuck no. Mm-mm. Hell no. Hell no. Relative? No. Pass.
That's a hard
Not even.
pass,
That's a smooth fucking pass. I'm
bro.
good. I am good. Why would I?
Yeah.
It's just like say if Low key. Say if your
Right.
sister ever just I wouldn't. Nope. Nope. Eh, Not for me. Not for me, dog. I wouldn't. I couldn't see myself in. Nope.
But you
Not
know
happening.
what's kind of crazy? I'm just thinking probably the uncle and the, and the dad were probably in the back of their heads trying to get some. That's what I mean. Why else would they bring it up? Because
That could be a possibility too. That
that's
could be.
that's kind of weird. I don't know. That's just not something you would just bring up at one 1 in the morning for one with the dad.
Right.
Um,
You just out there just being a horn dog and you mm-mm,
if
dog.
I, you know what I'm saying. Um, and then I can't imagine how the boyfriend is feeling, or maybe he didn't care. I don't know because he recorded with her, and maybe he knew it was going to go online. I don't think he thought it would probably go to the extent that it did with them becoming popular, right? But um, I don't know what. I don't know. I wouldn't participate in that. That's just me, you know. But some dudes are cool. Some dudes are cool doing that, and some dudes are even cool with their girl doing that. That'd be a hard pass for me too. I wouldn't be okay with my girl or my wife, right? You know, putting themselves online like that. That's just that's for me to see. Not the world, you know.
Little brother came knocking on the door, trying to tell him some new shit like he didn't already know what was going on. Like, hey, she made this video and I just saw the video. Like, shut
Wait a
up.
minute, wait
Little
a
being a
minute.
little snitch.
Wait a minute,
First
wait a minute. What did
he
he think
tried
he was gonna accomplish?
trying to be a snitch. That's what he was trying to do.
Bro, but dudes only do that when they're trying to get something in return. Again, so you got the dad, the uncle, and the little brother trying to
Oh, they
break up this situation.
because they
Honestly,
I already know
I
where you going with it.
I think they were all trying to clap. Okay,
Yep.
they're all trying to. Okay,
At some point they wanted to.
so that's why it's funny because like normally dudes typically we don't. I don't think we do stuff like that unless it's like an actual thing where it's like, okay, this is like not good for you kind of thing. But
Right.
um based off of what she's saying, it sounds like they were just trying to destroy the situation so they could slide in.
Right.
Um and I think it's also funny that all of them all of them saw the videos. That's so nasty.
I
All of
mean,
them saw he saw his son, dude saw his nephew, and then the brother saw his older brother. I'm like, oh
that's
come on, man.
that's well, big brother. The big
Yeah,
brother
yeah, he saw his
saw
big. No, the little
the
brother
little
saw his
brother
big
saw,
brother.
and then the uncle saw his nephew, and then the father saw his son. And it's just
that's
like,
that's fucking gross. But we
yeah,
know all of them watch Prawn, man.
bruh.
That's what I gained from that. But
And the same, they all have the same likings too.
they all have the same. That's bad.
Mind your fucking business. Like, stay in the child's place. Anyways, so
Oh, we don't know how
yeah,
old the
so
little brother
like
was either.
I'm saying, I was in a relationship, or I thought it was serious anyway,
Mm.
but a serious relationship with this guy, and literally
Oh,
his whole family.
okay. She said something key there. I know it was very brief. She said, um, she thought she was in a serious relationship. So we don't know
Right.
if dude might have just been having fun. Okay. Good. Yeah.
Didn't see me. You know what I'm saying? So it got to the point where I'm like, okay, this is really weird, and I'm already weird. So I didn't really want
She's
to
already weird.
be around his family that much because it's like, fuck, your whole family see me naked. They know what I do. And I just wasn't too much
But you
comfortable
take
with
that
that.
risk.
Like, I was.
You take
Yeah,
that risk doing this line of work. You can't
right,
sit here and say it like it's awkward now when you put yourself in that position. You are the one who took the chance to, you know, it for it to possibly be seen. You
right,
can't be mad at anybody but yourself for making the situation awkward. That is on you. Granted, she probably might not have worded it right at the time, but that's what I'm getting from this right now. You chose to do this. You knew the consequences of doing this. Therefore, you have nobody to blame for it being awkward but yourself. And also them too. They nasty.
Yeah, his family is gross. But yeah, I mean, like you said, and like I say time and time again, right? You got to be willing to accept the consequences of what you do. Everything has a consequence, good or bad, right? And
Right.
in this case, if you're a webcam model, we saw at the beginning she promoted the Instagram, she plugged the OnlyFans. She's literally on every platform putting herself out there. Now, and this is YouTube now. You know, there's other videos up there, but this one was interesting. You put yourself out there like that, you make things harder on yourself because now you're getting unwanted attention from the family. Like you said, everyone to see you naked. I
Every one
mean,
of them.
literally every one of them.
Every one of them.
You know, and it made her uncomfortable. It should have made her uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
they were all probably trying to hit. I mean,
Yeah.
let's be real. They're all
Let's be
probably trying to hit. They seen the videos and like, let me just snatch that up from Sonny Boy. Type deal. Yeah, I don't know how old the younger brother was, but you know, it's
all y'all
just
need to be cleansed. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm
yeah,
not saying that because most men do it. Don't
right,
get me
right,
wrong. I'm just
right,
saying that the in this specific scenario,
right.
all y'all is nasty.
And so to kind of go on the opposite side of this, I'm not saying that she doesn't deserve to have someone, right, or to be happy, but
Right.
she has significantly made it harder for herself to find a lasting relationship because of
Espe-
her line of work. Go ahead.
Especially if you get a jealous type, honestly, because like
Hmm.
especially if you can't deal with somebody doing this line of work and not be, you're going to be jealous. Don't you can say you're not, you're going to be
Sure.
jealous because if it's you're you can have multiple people come up to you and be like, hey, I seen whoop de whoop do. You want these, you like living this life, but you
Right.
don't like the shortcomings that come with it.
Right.
So basically,
Do you
you
just have
took
an
you took
awkward
the
life?
risk. Yeah, you took the risk and you thought it was gonna be all right.
Hmm.
I guess you were wrong.
Facts. Like I say, consequences. Right.
People don't take me serious. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't we talk about that?
Yes.
Obviously, I'm on like every porn site that you can imagine, like
And that's not something to be proud of, honestly, if you're
Right.
trying to
X
be
Hamster, Pornhub,
Oh, she's name dropping.
whatever sex site is out there. My face is there, my ass is there, my titties is there, my pussy is there. So
Uh,
it's
Okay.
hard to date because
don't lie, you gonna look her up
I
later.
do a really great
Just
job in
no. I
separate.
remember
Oh, you already did
we kind
it.
of
No.
talked offline. I was like, her face looks familiar.
Oh, so you have seen it.
I've seen her before.
You
Before this
creepy.
this video, I was like, oh, that's who you are.
Uh, I haven't. I haven't.
Oh,
Not even
oh,
trying to be innocent. I haven't.
hey, dude, the the internet listens. She's gonna pop up on your stuff now.
Corrective too.
Hey,
So, like,
you
say
might be
if
right.
you saw
Hmm.
me at the store, the way I carry myself, you would never think that I was like a webcam model or do any porn or
I
anything like
mean,
that.
but the way
That's
you
not
look,
necessarily true. You
the
can't.
way you look. Like again, like she could be the nicest person out in public, but the way you present yourself to society, the way you look with all those enhancements, the outrageous proportions, the tattoo up on your neck, it's a butterfly or something, I think.
You couldn't.
And
You couldn't. From the you would the furthest thing you would kind of correlate with her being in her profession, well,
right,
being in her profession. The furthest thing you would say was being a corner office worker or
right.
uh, somebody who works in the medical industry.
She
You
just
know,
does not fit that appearance. She literally gives off the appearance of one of those people,
yeah. But granted, there's some people who've broken the mold, of
Sure,
the
sure, but those are the exceptions. Okay,
truth.
they are not the rule. Generally speaking, you see somebody that looks like that, and she's actually clothed right now. You know what I'm saying? She's not exposing anything, but like
She's fit.
she's had so much work done and so much stuff done to her body that it's I don't know.
And as soon as I hopped out my car, he was like, "Oh my God, I got to have you. I need to take care of you. You so fine. I know
Simping.
you expensive and this and that." And
Simping.
this was like the first thing. He made me feel so good, y'all, because as soon as he saw me, he was like, "It looked like you cost a lot of money." He just automatically, I just felt good.
But
And then
you
he was
only
a
because
truck
of
driver. He was
money?
driving his little
Right.
gas truck or whatever. So whenever I was about to get in my car, he was like, "Can I please get your number? Like, I will take you out tomorrow." He was like, "You don't never have to do anything, your
Hmm.
nails, nothing. I will take care of all of that." So of course, me being me, I'm like, "Hell yeah!" I gave him my
Of
number,
course.
and I don't know why I gave him my OnlyFans account, but I messaged him, and I think we was like text messaging, and he was like, "So what do you do?" And I think I told him like I have a website, and he was like, "What kind of
He
website?"
knew that.
And I'm like, "Well, I don't want to get into that right now." He was like, "Well, I'm talking about taking care of you. I need to know, what I'm saying, like who you are and stuff like that." So I gave him the link
That's
to my
confusing.
OnlyFans account. Like I just gave him the link. So when you give someone your link to OnlyFans account, everything is locked on the page.
Mm-hmm.
So you may see the captions that someone put. If they post a video on OnlyFans, you may see that person's caption.
Mm-hmm.
As a person who isn't subscribed to the page, you may see the caption, and that caption is just to attract the
So
the
she
person
probably
who
had
you're
something
looking
wild
at.
on there.
But anyways, so I just gave him that link and I said, "This is my website." He sent back like 2 minutes later. He sent me back a picture of me that he got off Google with me
Oh.
sucking a dildo, and he
Oh.
said, "Oh no, I'm good on you." Like he was an old
Oh.
man and he was talking like that. He's like, "No, I'm good on you."
Isn't that crazy? So initially he was willing to spend the ducats, but after
But found out she was doing that, then yeah, his whole perspective changed on it. He ain't want to take care of her. He,
he's like, "You've been had by the community. I don't want this."
that's that's a fucked up way to put it, but you're not wrong.
I mean, seriously, like just from a guy's perspective, we don't want something that's already been conquered. I'm sorry. What I mean, I'm being real. I'm being real.
But like,
I
it's
mean,
not.
there's exceptions, right? But
Yeah,
generally, we don't want someone who's just been destroyed by like 10 million different people, or they're out there all over the web. The innards are out there for everybody to see. Like that's just. I know I'm using some comical words here, right? But
but that's
you know what
just
I'm saying?
and unless the difference is they are actually partaking in various other people,
I think
you
she
know.
has how
Well,
she's
of course,
talking.
if she, yeah, but like during that time, you know what? Never mind. She for the streets.
She- I mean, and she's not. So what I do like about her is that she's talking very candidly about it, like she's being upfront. It seems like she's being sincere, and I'm not getting a like a nasty vibe from her in a sense where oh men this men that she's literally just detailing like
What
her
she went through.
experience, what she
Yeah.
went through. So
Mm.
I do appreciate that candor, her candor. I
What?
appreciate her candor in this video, like her
Yeah,
attitude and
that's
her
right
approach.
word. You gotta honestly though, it's gonna be hard regardless if
Yeah,
you do these things or if you don't. Not
yeah,
it's not even just to say not to say just because of the that
right,
in your regardless of your occupation is gonna be hard regardless,
right.
but it gets more complicated doing these types of occupations and
No,
trying to
you said
have
it.
trying to have a normal lifestyle or normal, relationship.
You said it
Because
absolutely.
yeah, but hey, you was out there getting clapped for the clout.
I mean, she said it in a way where she like she makes a living off of it. I'm not sure how much money she makes, or she's probably doing well enough for herself to have done all those procedures and stuff.
Hmm.
She probably pays the bills, what have you. But
Right.
when you participate in that line of work, you got to be willing to accept what comes with it. You got to be willing to understand what type of people you're going to attract into your life. Like she said, everybody watches porn, so it's going to be hard to not meet somebody who hasn't seen you. Yeah, it's
Right.
probably going to take literally years, like a good portion of her adult life. If you guys agree with anything that we said or
Or don't.
disagree or don't, let me know down in the comments below. Make sure while you're there, you hit that subscribe button. Until next time, peace.